But yeah, I got a really good question on my YouTube comments the other day, and I really wanted to answer this through a video, not through a comment, so I can answer it to like very broad and to many people, not just one person or like a few people. But yeah, the person's name who asked me, it is UCME19. I don't know if that's a name or like an abbreviation or anything, but they asked, it's a pretty long question, but hey, let's read it. All right. Hey Gunther, I'd like to know your opinion on this. Maybe answer in the next video or comment back, but how do you feel about white-skinned people with dreads? I don't want to make it a race thing, but I have heard they may receive bad stigma for having dreads. I was thinking about getting some if it is possible, like your dreads. I am Hispanic Latino from the Caribbean, but I have white skin and straighter Caucasian type of hair with some minimal waviness if I don't wash it for 2 days or longer. Just want to know what you think about what I asked and if it is possible that I can get dreads like yours. If not, then I understand. Keep the vids, man. I love watching them. They're very awesome. Thank you so much. Let me start off by saying that. Thank you so much. I really greatly appreciate that you took time out of your day to write me this comment and also watch the video. But there's a really good answer for this. Everybody is equal in my book. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Latino, from the Caribbean or wherever, if you're from America, from Europe, from Ethiopia, it doesn't matter where you're from or what your skin color is, you can have dreadlocks. It doesn't matter how straight your hair is, how thick your hair is, how not thick your hair is. If your hair is thin, you can still get dreadlocks. It's just different waiting times. Some people's dreadlocks mature way quicker than others, and that's more the coarse hair, more African hair, and that's just that. White Caucasian hair takes a little more time to mature, and that's one big thing that you have to really know going into dreadlocks. But I'm telling you this right now, that you can get dreadlocks, and I want you to know that you can get dreadlocks. Don't let anybody stop you from getting dreadlocks, no matter your skin color or how straight your hair is, how thick your hair is. Don't let anybody else's opinion judge you from how your appearance is gonna look. You know, my hair is it's not anywhere near to how my hair used to be, so people, they might judge me on my appearance, of how my hair looks, or the way I dress, or what shoes I'm wearing, what glasses I have. I don't care. I get judged all the time, but I do not care what people think. And I encourage all of you guys not to care what people think. And especially you, if you really want dreadlocks, go ahead and get them, man. Like, I encourage you with the most. But yeah, it doesn't matter if your hair is straight. I've seen so many people with straight hair get dreadlocks and they look beautiful. I've seen white people who have amazing dreadlocks, sometimes better than what I've seen from more of the African people, or even my dreadlocks. You know, my dreadlocks aren't maturing as quick as a normal African, more coarse hair, because I'm half black, half white, and that just goes to show you right now that I am pretty much white and I got dreadlocks, but my hair is more thick than just normal Caucasian hair. You know, I've had an afro and my hair is super curly, but when it comes from straight, just straight up Caucasian white, like straight hair, you know, it's a little tough. And I've noticed some Asians with dreadlocks as well, and that's awesome. I love seeing all cultures with dreadlocks, because it's not just Rastas or just like Africans who have dreadlocks. It's not only those people. It's not just hippies. It's not just people that smoke weed. It's not just people that I don't know, people that are against everything. But you can get dreadlocks no matter what your hair looks like, no matter what your skin color is, and I want you to understand that. But yeah, don't let anybody alter your thought from getting dreadlocks or anything with your appearance, what you buy, like shirt wise, pants or shoes, even hair. I encourage you to get dreadlocks if you really want them. I mean, I really hope this is answering your question, and I don't think white people get a bad stigma from this, you know. I think if someone's getting judged for dreads, that person who's judging that person with dreads is going to judge anybody with dreadlocks. So it doesn't really matter if you're white or black. If someone's judging you, it doesn't, their judgment doesn't even matter, you know. And of course, if you know me, the only judgment that matters is God's judgment. So, and God isn't going to judge you on your appearance, and that's one thing. So don't let anybody's judgment let it affect you, you know. Don't take it to heart, because their judgment doesn't even matter. But yeah, if it's criticism, then that's different level, you know. But don't let them judge you just because of your appearance, your skin color, or from what your hair looks like. So yeah, I really hope that answered your question, and I really encourage you to get dreadlocks, and I would love to see dreadlock videos on your channel, or if you want to put videos out on your channel, I'll definitely go check them out. And if you do have I'm gonna actually go check out your channel right now. If you do have videos, then I'll check them out. Definitely. I love watching other people's videos if they have commented on mine and stuff like that. I'm really into just communicating with different people on YouTube, and I love talking to all of you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for asking that question. It really means a lot that you guys trusted me to answer these questions for you, and I'm just gonna like be total transparent with you and tell you my experiences and what I think about what you guys asked me and everything like that. But yeah, thank you so much for commenting and asking me that question, because I really hope this answered your question and motivates you to do what you want, what you honestly want to do. If you do want to get them, then you can honestly get them, but if you don't, then you don't have to. Maybe not at this point, because me personally, me being half black, half white, thinking I'm not even sure if my hair is gonna lock up, or just so many thoughts going through my head, like what are people gonna think when I get dreadlocks? That's what's been holding me back before I even got dreadlocks. And eventually I went to college, and then I was like, yo, I don't even care what people think, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dreadlocks, because that is what I've been wanting ever since I was like in the 5th or 6th grade. I'm like, man, I've always grown my hair out and wanted to get dreadlocks, and now I've got them, and it's just one thing that I've gotten really used to, you know? It's not a dramatic change, honestly. Everything falls back to being normal once, like after a few months. So yeah, I kind of dragged that on pretty long, but I really encourage you to just be yourself and do what you want to do, not what anybody else thinks that you should do, you know? But honestly, I'm not telling you like not to obey your parents and not like listen to what criticism you're getting like on life, but on appearance wise, that's a really little thing, and you can honestly do whatever you want with your appearance, and especially your hair. Like, it's your hair, you know? And don't let anybody tell you like don't get it because you're white or you're Latino or you're Hispanic or from the Caribbean or from Europe, from the moon, or from Mars. It doesn't matter. You can honestly do whatever you want. It is your life. Hey, but follow God, you know? I encourage you to do that. That's one thing I'll encourage you to do. Hope that encourages you. And your hair isn't curly, it's straight. Straight hair tends to take a while to lock up. I noticed some people, their hair, more of the straight hair takes a really long time, and I don't want to discourage you, but I noticed like some people who've had their hair for like maybe a year and their hair is still locking up. I mean, dreadlocks in general, they take years to lock up completely and just keep locking. I mean, honestly, dreads lock up the whole time. Like, I feel like they just keep locking up and they just keep finding new ways to lock and get tighter and tighter. That's why you really don't want to have skinny dreads, but that's just a sidebar. And you've been feeling around your head lately, and most of your dreads are twisted to the right and some are twisted to the left, not a lot, just a couple. What should you do? If a lot are twisted to the right, and if you're going to a salon to get your hair twisted, and just tell the lady, please twist them evenly. If you want them evenly, get them twisted evenly. If you want more to the right, ask her more to the right. If you want more to the left, get more to the left. But if you want them more to the right, you can always twist them. And I know people use clips if they twist down their hair, or clip down their hair. You can twist it and then clip it down to one side. But eventually, I mean, if you're new to the dreads, if you've only had your dreads for a little bit, I'm not sure if you are or not, they'll take a while and they'll be free at the root, and they won't be twisted either way. You can have them free at the root, and then you can just push them anyway. Like my hair, I can push them sideways to the right or to the left. I mean, yeah, your left or whatever, but I mean, it honestly goes either way. My hair likes to fall down on the front. If I don't like it, I just push it back like this, you know, and it'll stay. But it just takes time, you know. It takes really time and patience, and that's what I've said in all these videos. It's super repetitive. I sound like a broken record when I say this, but it's patience is really key with dreadlocks, you know, because it takes a long time to lock up. My hair is still locking up. It's not completely locked up. People say my hair looks like it's completely locked up, but you guys are only seeing it through video. If you guys seen the back of my hair and stuff like that, you would notice that it's not completely locked up. But I remember in the earlier stages of my dreadlocks, maybe at the 2 to 3 month range, maybe to 4 months as well, a lot of my dreadlocks would go to the front, and then I was like, screw it, I want them to go to the back. So I wore a beanie. I pushed my hair all the way to the back, and then I put on a beanie, and that helped my hair go to the back. and then I wore them to the back, and I was like, this looks really weird, because my hair was short, and it was like none of this hair was falling down, so it was just all of it was going back, and I was like, this looks weird. So I put the beanie back on, and I made them all go forward again. Like, I switched up my hair like a lot. So honestly, that's the way that I did it. Is you can also just like put your hair how you want it, and then put a beanie on, and then it'll kind of form it to go that way. And you could do it overnight, or you can do it if you're wearing it for a long period of time during the day or anything like that. That's what I did. And I just really hope you're very patient with your locks, and they will eventually lock up really good, and they'll go. It's easier for you to maintain your locks and have them go which way you want them to go after time. And that's just with everything with locks, like hygiene. You can wash them whenever you want. I mean, you don't want to wash them all the time because of dread rot and mold and stuff like that can get in there. As long as you're not, I mean, as long as you're drying your hair perfectly, everything's straight. But that's like kind of off subject right now. But patience is very key, and I say that a lot. I know I do. But that's one thing I had to learn with dreadlocks, and everyone knows in the dread community that you have to have patience, and in order for like your dreadlocks to lock up, or if you don't have patience, you're just gonna like end up cutting them off, and that's not the way to go unless you really like feel the need to do that. And I've never had the need, like I've never felt the need to like cut off my hair. I just encourage all of you guys to just keep on locking. So I really hope I answered your question, and I really try my best, and I'm trying to give you from the best of my knowledge, because some of the stuff I'm not really familiar with, but if I'm familiar with it, I usually answer it to my best of my knowledge. So I ask all of you guys to leave a question below if you have a question, and I will get to it as quick as possible, and whether it be through comment or video response. So I ask that you please leave a comment, and it doesn't just have to be about dreadlocks. I actually encourage you to not ask me a question about dreadlocks, and ask me about anything, honestly, personal problems, anything like that. Dreadlock problems, I mean, I'll give you the best of my knowledge answer, you know. So leave a comment below, or hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or the YouTube comments, or hit me on my Gmail at guntherthegreat@gmail.com, and I'll leave all of that right here and in the description. So check all that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thanks so much for tuning in.